Okay. No one has any questions? None? Okay. Maya, no, just cameras, please. Thank you. Right. Can somebody speak? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Yeah, we hear you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Perfect. So, we're going to be doing things like we used to a while ago. Some of you will be familiar, some of you won't. So, this call is going to be a lot of theory, and then we're just going to be going through stuff. It's going to start off easy, may get more difficult. We'll see how it goes. Right? Now, guys, cameras, thank you very much. So, first thing first. When it comes to sales calls, we're going to run the basics and we just keep it forward, right? Just note, moving forward, I'm going to go theory, and the other part is going to be sales calls rules, right? So these will be more complex calls, the other call these sales calls rules. Now, we can tell me three different things on a sales call. What are the three things you do?
Energy, like physical attitude, like emotions.
Nope.
Frame.
Nope.
Tonality.
Nope. You're retarded. No.
What's the rapport, presentation, and negotiation?
You're retarded. I thought it was an easy question. So three things portray on sales call: competence, IQ, and conscientiousness. Now, who here is not about conscientiousness? Hey, please get the answer wrong. I'm looking forward to it.
It's a conviction.
Okay. I don't know. So, consciousness is your ability to pretty much complete tasks, how to do this and complete it. Now, the bulk of you as entrepreneur will not have much of this. You're much more likely for to be ADHD, slightly retarded, and all over this. That's what we do is show and portray that we are digits. Because when it comes to the client side of you, I think I'm going to see that you're going to do your work up, or you're going to be all over the place planning answers. Now, as the consciousness becomes about how casually you practice the service, how comfortable you are with the process, and the energy that you offer. We always speak, we just like this with every part of your service, just over some, you will not come across as conscientious, right? You come off as the opposite, somebody's all over the place, just justifying existence. As an example, let's say I'm gonna call, right? And I'm very nice, very less, for example, right? This, yeah, so the service is basically this, but this simple. Now, the past hours that we do AC, we go over here, my energy is much slower, much more relaxed, making it seem as though it's not a big deal. It's very, I've done this so many times, I'll look at it. Right? But when I'm super energetic, so yes, we do this, you're going to go around all of speaking, talking about coming across as conscientious. The next thing is competence. Competence is how clearly you answer your questions, how much of the speaking you do. Right? Now, Nicholas, on the last call, did you come across as competent?
No, I did not.
Why? What is the things did you fuck up on?
My questions were shit. I used too much, and I also fumbled my words quite a bit.
Someone who is competent would not do that. Everything is good, no bullshit. And you also stress onto prospects. If I'm in a position where I can fix your problems, if I have the answers that you were looking for, which every prospect calls is, right? I'm allowed to shoot down your throat. I'm allowed to tell you how it is, and that's how I need to come across. I am not here to beg for your money. I am here to say, look, I have the solutions to your worries. Maybe I'll give it to you, maybe I won't give it. I don't understand that. That's a very good point. The final thing is IQ. Now, all of you here have an IQ. Please tell me how you can off that you have an IQ.
Like knowledgeable I'm about subject, like only like the names of the words and usually understand.
Yeah, that's good, but that doesn't show IQ, that shows competence.
Well, I wasn't saying deep knowledge, but I guess something that shows IQ would be like quick responses.
I don't know. That is certainly what IQ is. That's all people perceive IQ. People are different. And the easiest way to get over IQ is vocabulary. Vocabulary is the one thing that you utilize that portrays IQ. Now, does it technically? People perceive it to be IQ. So whenever you use words that you're probably can't comprehend, or if you just need adjectives to utilize, it makes you come across smarter. It's extremely intelligent. As an example, I'm sure many people on this call, but it should be everyone. Do you know somebody who is a know-it-all, like sleep about say everything on the news, and as though they're the smartest person ever? Right? Those people are typically fucking retarded. I have relative cognitive managers. Yes, they are what I call parrots. They hear what they hear from other people, and they use that to make themselves intelligent. But they're not parrots. Typically, it is the books of the society who don't have much, so you guys just parrot to come across as smart people. Right? The fact that that works for them means it works for us. And the easiest way to do it is translate it over to vocabulary. Now, I know there's a lot to offer you guys, one word a day, one word a day, but that's what we do. Those things will allow you to close on repeat. Those things will allow you to close without having a presentation. Those things will allow you to close without even saying what your service is. At a very high level, that's what you need to do. Right? Now, people may always have a few questions. Now, I want 3 points on what someone can do other than what's said by Nicholas' stability. What someone can do to counter this call by showing lack of IQ, competence, consciousness.
So again, so it seems like it doesn't know if vocabulary is the wrong vocabulary and teams not sure they can complete the exercises seem not confident.
You said two things today. We also said they look like it is.
Talking too much and trying to justify your existence.
2 points, good. Give me one words. Okay, move on. Now, what can we do when a prospect isn't giving us too much information? How can we solicit them to speak? Mr. Bond?
Asking open-ended questions.
Yes, give me an example of when it would be open-ended question and when it would be.
It would be an open question if the answer is yes or no.
Now, that would be mathematical. Right away, the question is how is it done? The example of open question and a open-ended question.
We attract more clients now.
Double-ended.
Not entirely sure between the two, to be honest.
Open-ended is when you have the first question, which is open-ended, and the second question is a follow-up to that. That's an example. What do you do for more clients and from what you try? What is going to give us ROI? There's a lot of questions you guys are very cool because ask too many, you're going to fuck people up with different questions you're asking. Has practical, has to be done very well. That was necessary, very good when it comes to sales. Right? Now, Nicholas, when on a sales call, is it best to use double-ended questions?
Well, you just use it with positive rapport.
Yeah. The concept of what? Discovery, negative rapport, negotiation. When would you use it?
Negative rapport.
Give an example of how you use it.
Well, in this case, if the prospect wasn't speaking enough about what's going wrong or something like that, you would ask it.
Let's give me an example.
Not quite sure.
Okay. Is it an example of how you can use double open-ended questions and negative?
Double-ended questions.
Yes.
Why has your digital marketing strategies not going well for you? What did you try?
Your Instagram, on that. You do correctly. Okay.
So from last year, you made 180,000, and you want to achieve to 350,000. At the current process, what are you doing to achieve that?
That was a lot to get you asked for.
Okay. At the current time being, you're currently generating about 40 leads, and those leads, they're bad quality. What are you doing to improve those quality?
Those leads are bad points. What are you doing to improve this so that we're making the leads so not better? Correct. You had sales calls. I'm definitely saying looking at music both leads. Nicholas, what else can you use double-ended questions and give me an example of this?
Well, yeah, you use it in the qualifying process or discovery. And you could say something along the lines of what is your churn rate and why do you think it's the way it is?
That was the answer. You can get a version of Nicholas.
Giving double points during your presentation.
There's a
what is the goal for the next 12 months with margins? How are you planning to achieve?
What is your goal in the next 12 months?
That's a good question.
That's fine. Ask that Adrian, to be better. Ask him about you can use in Ismael Aziz.
Would be the process works for your budget, and how structure the payment.
The only issue is the computation. I'm not even okay. It's the presentation.
See how this system can be implemented alongside your business as well as to help you.
That's okay. The first one is like interesting. You see how this system allow you to run results and I'm curious how this actually schedule. Because you want to be like the same point as possible. Yeah, that's it.
Me? Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, give me an example of the discovery of a double open-ended question.
Any specific? Sorry, I only just joined like 2 minutes ago. Any specific scenario or?
It's discovery of something the same, which we are actually of what asking for a price and if we can work with it.
Yeah. Well, then question. Can you tell me? Can you tell me how much you're making per new client? That's the first part.
Technically a closed question because they can literally have about 5,000.
True.
Okay, this is Julie. My problem is on the water. Come here. Let's make up.
Am I asking adult and
You're asking 16.
so what are you doing in the right now? Okay. So what are you doing in the right now? And what's working best for you?
Okay, the best student was when I'm in the room, specific information, and the person asking discovery is very important. It will be part of this actual result. Because on the basis of this, controls looking best. Because that's what we know.
So I would say what lead sources working best for you? What leads, what are you doing in the lead right now? And what lead source, what amount of leads is the
Can
best
you
lead
let me-
source for you?
Can you let me know how you get your lead right now? From that's a rough guide on a set of business that is also visionary. Unless it wasn't like that you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Guys, the way that you speak discovery is very introduction. Your question will decide whether it's complex or different, and it will separate you from some of the scripts and you ask the questions. Is that what we're doing?
No.
Okay, good. That's it. Now, jumping to the plan. How do you handle killer on a post on a whole? So I'm gonna be a killer. I was like, but it was to go after us. Look, I'm a
Don't exactly of that, but to understand the situation where you're at.
I was going to straight back. It's my business franchise and my is your position. But respect, I've seen this sometimes. So to things, clear presentation, my time.
There's no general script, let's just talk. Let's ask the questions on where you're at now to understand if we can actually help or not. And it makes sense when talking about this. Does it sound better?
I was by the time very good. How old are you?
25.
And how many answers?
3 years. Or I'm gonna say around 20. But
Nice. So what makes you start this inspired? Like my son is as well.
well, I hope you get something to do the same. But when so I did ask you a question first.
I'm curious. What got you into this? Have your test. Wonder. Tommy. Hi, son. Hey, is that excited? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm originally from New York. I currently live in the UK.
Wait, how you said
I lived there for a few years. I'm always on the side, and I'm in the UK.
I'm in the UK with that.
I mostly travel to the US. But can we get back to the track? Currently, how are you entering your leads at the moment?
Oh, it's ridiculous. What is this?
In the US.
Okay, what's up, name?
Right.
Can I have the double one?
I don't have a website. It's not necessary for
So you have a site, what is it? Say you and what is this?
in New York at the moment.
Where else?
In Roland.
Oh, no, for how you been?
I've been there for 4 years.
4 years, okay. And before that, that's what I do with Facebook most of the time.
Yeah, I was working in a marketing agency.
You're a fucking bitch. You're a fucking bitch. That's my
Yeah. Okay.
automatically you have no frame. I'm in charge. I don't have to use something, no problem. First one, see it, and most reference quality like that. But it's typically clear with it.
Okay.
Joey, you sure you want to go? Yeah. Okay, Joey, I've got this. So describe what the presentation is. I'm not looking at it.
That's unfair.
Okay,
So I'm offering you just with you this. You want to just supplements. You just go to the meeting manager. Wait,
okay. And then how many working ads?
we have a proven ad system that has been proven and it's also immense.
Okay, and how long is it?
Okay,
Okay, 50. Okay, no, so it's
US East Coast.
because I was some people.
Okay.
I'm really fun to get to this.
So the East Coast is mostly just on your easy. West Coast, California, it's a big market. It's just, let me say about it, it's very simple.
Why fuck is my questions?
Okay.
Yeah, like, you ask my questions.
I'll find out my responses.
Yes, I give you help if I do shit. I don't really play this. That's on this. You ready? Hi, buddy. How are you?
How are you?
Very good. Where are you from?
I'm in Denver, Colorado right now.
Okay, this is very good. I'm from almost 22 reasons.
Yep. So we got one money on Q money or money.
You just call anybody?
Yep.
Like, the decisions that everybody?
No. I have a questions that I ask you, and if things are good, we move forward. But if not, then we got a call for a meeting for presentation.
Ask questions. So, you have a question. Ask question. You also request. Ask question. We got 5 to type it.
Sorry. Respect that. That's not
Are you saying that Alex is a bit? You want money, right?
yes, I do.
So, we ask you questions. Why money?
3 days away.
Let's say some questions. First question is such a dish. Yeah. Alan.
I don't know.
Okay, you mind my.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Okay, and you mind me?
No, addition we can let's talk couple of some emails so maybe so the questions you can get a bit more. That's all.
Well, you told me there are some meetings. So just give me a second.
Yes, I just did have a BF team.
Yeah.
Not more questions.
Those questions.
Yes, right.
I'm happy to question.
I have this thing.
Yeah, you have to realize it's questions and presentations. I'm going to try to make an opinion as an answer. So, first I say is the process. It's personally, no process is the process, right? It's not a good help. That's what we have been able to do. That's the same.
Doing good, how
Okay, so how does this feel? What do you have?
on the amazing.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, but I'll give an example. Yes, 13 a frame.
Okay, fine. Start how you want.
Let me just call, yeah. Because I basically about 15 minutes ago, it looks like you hope because of audience. Is that our social you have in your business will be more than one person? If not, we just posted that.
Yes, so
So the angry child just about 22 minutes later.
well, I talked about one yesterday, I used to and or emergency power, I've been also like it's into it or help me if you do something.
So the things we got about in our business is going with. As I said, I consider it something that can help us and help, but if you continue to continue.
Okay, so and then you quit.
Can you start to take a shoot more detail about that?
Yeah, Alejandro, like, that's what he was named.
Yeah.
That's just, you know,
True.
this village.
Better.
Yeah. And I needed this shit like that. Okay.
I tried.
One medium chest.
Yeah.
One fire. So like easier. You said the stupid in the background. Not fun. Okay, perfect. My
I'm the user.
yes.
Okay. So I'd like to see your presentation first.
No, you were selling to.
Is the prospect?
Yes, he's also.
Uh,
So now is it questions? If we want, we can get
First, I'd like to tell you a little bit how it goes with the calls. First, I will ask you some questions to get to know more how your situation is, and then we'll go to the presentation. Is this okay for you?
Yeah, just for questions, that's what we do.
To be honest, I like to keep the framework of the call as it or no. If we could move on to questions first, so I can see a little bit of your current situation, and after I will show the presentation. After we can talk about your questions.
So I'll allow questions very cool. You're discussing to you and the
No, I would just like to structure the call. No, like no sense, makes sense.
You're ready.
So what is the last year's to every web you can also go search.
And then I can ask you some questions before starting you how you listen when you talk.
Sure, and that's also in standard business.
Yes, then you have to ask me just from the are you a few questions or you just like
sure, I'll mention the company and what we do exactly, how we can help you. Because I don't waste your time, I'm sure, right?
yeah, then he's well talking with the person what you like this and how you cover it.
Sure, okay, you can ask questions.
Yes, I asked some questions to the audience or just your questions like your
Yeah, that's a question. You can answer.
And you're doing so awesome. Yeah.
Well, so basically,
By being uploaded. The business is very you want money. No one will buy something. No one will ever do something. If I make something, I should be put it down for that much. And if I hide it, then the last end of the touch. So you need to get good ones. Right? It's time.
You said you never show you this discovery, right? Would you
I didn't find it. I was inside. I also tried to get so it's another I usually leave my last time. I just this is like it. I don't know so super fine. But that's something this is like
yes, good. Give you this structure.
let's talk about it. Because of my ego. If you want to leave, if you want to down, I don't think it would be bad. I don't really know.
Would you want that?
I know this is everyone is very so for the change, this is an element beside.
Hey buddy, yeah, is this Rob? Yeah, where from? I mean, I'm calling from so yeah, well, I'm in the US. I'm doing a process in the US. Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm curious to ask you, and I'm just visiting. I'm not sure if I just say, you know, professionally, I have a few questions for you, right? Yeah, I'm not right. Yeah, but I just, I'm not sure about your like, yeah, I'm but as a and then
wait, did you just say I hand over these.
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing good, Dad.
Doing great. So, quick answer. Where was that name from?
Can you repeat that?
Where was it from? You got Spanish or?
Yeah, I'm originally from America.
I'm learning Spanish myself. How are you doing?
Doing good, damn it. You have a famous call. That means how it goes basically is that, well, let's do a couple of questions where you're trying to see something a little bit. What are the people we got? We got a public and we'll start.
That makes sense.
Perfect.
Wait, so do you have a lot of experience working with business like mine, or I'm not too sure?
Yeah, we have been in business for 2 years.
Okay, yeah, because when you told me yesterday, it sounded kind of interesting. We have to work more jobs, but
Okay. And you like just like make sure and question. Like
The last question that you get to is have you lost your audition and you never know where you're at. Few that goes.
Actually, great. Yeah. Okay, so you've been busy for years. So the position is for business we'll see again if you are from now. So make new questions and I'm sure about what you do.
Like I told you yesterday, I'm just looking for new business. Are you able to actually do that?
Yes, we are here. We are
No. But you also be a people that call that special mechanism.
Yeah.
There's a social we call people that you just go ahead and so again. I know. So I'm going to up the best here. So all the orders in the bottom. All the whole size of the planners is on.
Okay, number of few minutes to ask you questions and now you can move on by I'm not sure exactly what they were, but before that, as a way back in Okay, let's do Josh. We'll have minutes. I'll show you last questions and with Tim. And is it this
Just quick, so how long have you been in this for? As long?
we've been doing this for years, and I'm sure exactly what we can do, but it's not what you can actually do. Are you So no owner. So those are be just on 15 minutes. I'll just start asking you questions to see where you guys are at and out. And if I see something I can do, I'll show you do it. Not a good fit, I'll go ahead and validate. Sound good?
Yeah. How does this work? Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, my question. Your mom's beat somebody background.
No, I do have an house and we'll look into pretty much but first I'm just see you guys are at. So
Yeah.
So if it's Adrian, we have 15 minutes. Let's start by asking questions to see where you guys are at. And if I see something to help with, which we do. But I'll go ahead and start with that.
Yeah, sure. I was just wondering how to point.
So I'm 25. You guys can ask as many questions as long during the presentation. I'm sure you guys have the same problem. So first I'm just see where you're at. So
yeah,
I was wondering how you can get leads.
Well, first of all, you seem quite young. I mean, how long have you been in this?
So as I said, the presentation will answer questions about business. It has some past results from years.
Yeah,
What I say that?
Help you with a few questions.
Well, it's not respect. Just quickly, like, don't be because I don't want to waste either of your questions. The thing is, I only quit the before I spent, answering questions. I have colleagues to after this meeting as well. So if it's nothing for us, I'll just, like, get on with it. So you can show me the presentation, that'd be great. You love it. You want to get something, you did, right? No, it's not an issue. See, yeah, you could just ask me. I just, you need to ask questions because I'm quite big. I have money. You want to do this, so I just want this. You do who you are before I go on on this one. I'm AIDS, so we want to plus. That's just what we but yeah, but we're looking for table dealing with this because so it's just like talking but my question is because I don't want to waste time who's I think I future business and you know what you seem like it's not just a cat couch. Well, that's fine. You have a question about the and about questions using you want to talk about all those things. Is that yeah, so I'm sure we can find those out. So asking them or I see what this do, but if I know who you are, it's a boy. It's not that I don't want you to do. And then is there anything? I just mentioned position. I mean, my business was about business, so why would you this? Had stuff that you interested. I don't think about asking that they could do the same thing. So that's why I just want to ask you the questions. But I can base it off fact that you have to just places. But everybody does me the same thing. Tell me that they do for me that I didn't for, but not actually willing to show me what the people are doing for. So maybe what's after this? It tells me that you guys don't do this. Well, it's names the company's presentation. Yeah, that's for fitness to take care of how you does. This question, Charlie.
But how you call it, maybe unique, highly unique, so I don't know what you say, just see it.
I want to just I'm not sure it's not to do because I have this opportunity to for minutes and you guys just this guy's also
mind I'm asking questions about why I did that.
No. You guys what you want.
Yes, you want artists.
I want this to explain what it's you is why you got a mail. That's and you don't understand it, because
So, about the lecture or the those dates are the time for the couple take so many criteria, and you can give those dates to the editor, and also can find their real house. But my parents want the thing that's difficult to find the entire for those okay. Yeah, I'm probably I said it. Okay,
as I discussed, it was really very much before. Yes, it's very
How does it relate to me?
it's how you know before.
I didn't ask you.
I know, it's
Maybe I know I asked yesterday about the scraping leads for coaches, but would you recommend, for instance, Clay to do it? Would you recommend using, for instance, like a software like Clay to do it? Yes.
it's not common.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
And should I do it like manually from Google Maps or like?
yes, tell what to go.
For instance, I'm like checking like coaches in Miami, and there were like maybe 50 results at Google Maps. That's coaches. Yeah, I know. I just typed wellness coaches in Miami, and that's where it came up.
I just like so this is actually west will usually use now you also know something you know like
I call people from SA, there must be like UC number from Australia.
Yes, but I don't know.
One from SA.
Yes. But if I know it's not always you, right? Because but I only know you do. Right? Refugees, beautiful.
Thank you.
So, to understand my prospect, once the boss question first, is there any sort of situation where you would have the general gesture about who you are, what you're confident about, and then sort of lead on to the opening questions?
There will be only one reason.
Yes.
Yes,
That's the guys.
Yeah, right? Because I recognize how they know questions. Yes, I was interested on and
Did you find
whenever they respectable when I was I'll tell you better with this.
I think so.
One just knows that it's must have right. There's a question about what you look like. I'm very sure you're above. I'm going to university. One evidence you need to see evidence back to the office. You have 2.5 days straight to the on the charge. You have to office. It's hard work. That's it. I'm going to finish. Yes, you have to I feel like maybe not have a position. If you're not surprised in if you're pretty much something to do, past it, you go to you have something you can push it. Yeah, I know it. I just said that I said that's like what to interact on the side is not able. You can put up and you know. I feel for the rest of the day, let's make it this. Anyway, you don't because you have a market. So you I don't just we can lead so actually. So that's maybe not. You know, for the and she really had a bit where the company said that the specialist actually back to it. You know, I think that's what we're doing very well. This is basically because you know, right? So that's a crash. Crash. I also what is the best backup? You have this is I think it's good and you want and this is organization. On the next presentation, you have I go that person is gone. Right. Yeah. Don't do it. Other than that, choose it's insurance for it's not like I that's right. We use this you will not as much research. I really use it. It's still more than it. And this is build up the market price pressure. That is just because it's cool. And it's this and it's got to get right. And not just niche. It's real time. That was there's also like and I say chat. There's one the chat will do. It's question it goes in. Now you to tip, you see the chat. I would like to see in the and there's two causes for this. He said, I don't know I don't know what she does. What she does. It's like something is coming out. And it's what else about what else is. It's not about the what happens here. When you want to say what's you have to say what we are here. And just because it's like it's sometimes when you want to just happens to you. It's not kept to you. As I say, I told you how it is. In a minute. That's how you want to
yes, so also doing that. You know, so I was going to mention also. Yes.
When the church is and decided right?
Yeah, so just pushing things to the next day or getting the really never been thinking about it, or
only everybody should be first. I want to share. And it's we got
what's the best way of pushing yourself without pushing yourself to the point where diving into it? Yeah, when do you get this actual practice? Obviously, nothing's physical. You have it at some point. Oh no, and correlate to sleep. So you get one with 3 hours sleep at some point, which is
you only do that as a
okay. So you push yourself to kind of crash after you. Yeah. What does it even feel like?
Yes, if you push it too far, is when it's necessary, it must be done. And most guys believe me. That's it. This is what you get focused on all things. You have to work with it. As if you can make it does do. That's the time about it. They go something like that. That's not easy. Now, take out the years. You take you all. You have to push up to social goals. I know something to do. You have to. That's the question. I can do this. I'm not so rush. People say this is what you do. You know, I can't I want to make it. That's happening. Because I need to just the business.
Yeah, that's right.
You got some places on these Facebook. It was a bit honest. Keep making it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Well, that would be better.
Well, you always have to now, next question is the question.
So by that,
This one's kind of hard. It's like Drake Rocks. I'm thinking. Small. Yeah, it's a win for me. Because we're not being able to understand English.
Yes.
So it's just ended.
You should have had negative tempo to a fucking T. Let's see how it goes. Use those objects in point.
I can't hear.
Oh, now I just have it.
I can't hear. Can you hear me now? Yeah. More listings.
Why did you generate?
I'm trying to build.
Everywhere. I mean, we were sorry. Was it?
Some people are down.
I always want to at the house. I advise that.
So, with the other side, I'm not still. I'm looking at so, you can work on it. That's not that I did.
Full time is today.
Our training.
Kids.
Yeah.
You're from Asian lady Canadians.
So, yeah, that's after a while.
Yes. My advisor said you call and blamed the people. Because it's automatically and she doesn't have method, the fact that doesn't make sense, all right. Yeah. You understand what she's saying right now?
No, yeah, I can't understand.
The company's like a banker, they send her leads. The market is buyers, and she needs money, so she's consistently working with buyers. But she wants to focus on sellers, but she doesn't have enough time. She needs to work on the buyers she's receiving. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Maybe we can't hear.
You can't go to the next slide, it didn't work. I honestly, this is the best thing ever. As soon as this happened, business was booming. So the few questions to figure out if you're a good fit, what we do, such as many work with buyers and sellers, so there's good questions, and on basis I think you're a good fit, and I'm to show how we engage sellers. This way you're assessing my ability that you're happy to discuss with her, and you're open to the fact that they need sellers right now. And you especially like sellers. Just
What is your plan to change that?
no, what options?
I asked eventually. I don't know if this asks next, but
Okay, but it's one option for okay, but just so I can understand what is the deal size, what are your commissions, so on and so forth. We need to know how much money she has to bank. Okay, how is perfectly fine, this is fucking set up. Right? The issue on your side. I keep trying to grind it. Same fast. Ask questions. Keep questions. I'll do it. Joe, what else? Give me 8 questions. Right? This might help you for it. You show yourself confident. You show yourself good. She's happy with 6. She can't get 6. Because she was just help. And that's 1 year. She was at 6. Now we've compressed it to 6 months. Right? So double the standard. All you have to do is say 6. But you've decided to double down and extend your justification for why you exist as a human being. Right? And what are your issues? We don't know how much she's making. Because that's like that's saying we don't change that. You went to positive, not negative. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're activating the wrong part of the brain. You're trying to pleasure sensor when it to him. So all that's done. Now, what is actual emotions? Right? What is emotion? Very important. Because you can set let's imagine you send a 3 month. Right? And she has a 10% conversion rate. Is that enough?
No. But she said she hasn't gotten any stuff, so I will give her that.
You can yes. Okay, but she's yes. And you say, I'm worried. Or just leave it on what you do. You have to support if I say how approach it. How do you make sure that you get? You can understand it. Just about other clients. But these are coming in is a lot more difficult because the focus is now all sellers. So what you can do differently, that's only that. People deals and I make money and you make money. So what are you going to do? Right? And she now needs to go about herself to you. She's broke. She recognizes traditional title. How many does she have? Why is she being
when you recognize things, why do you think that? Why do you have to change? Because it's not right. I don't think sense. But just because what is the most precise? This is also what things I put with when I find it is how it is. I say, well, if I would help, but you need to have it. That's why it's less. I believe it's about these reasons. Because this is what you could not say. 15 years. It's all about everything. Right? You don't get friendship. No. Right? She's only that. She's shows you. Crashes. But if she's open, she's actually. Maybe people can. Does that make sense? Guys, find that show. What kind of thing? I was saying, remember, this is bullshit.
Yeah, so we're talking about before. Much course and it was just about resistance. And this one is the same again. And also, it's one set of yeah. And yeah, I should be also how can you put this out? That's she's she wouldn't be able to close them. And she go weekend.
And they call the just know how to move conversation. Such a minute how much you know else. No. She will find your fault. Find this. Can you ask them? No.
Just.
Yeah. Whatever you think.
Yeah.
I think my day.
Those are sure the right questions to ask.
What was it? No, that's what only was. I can't imagine. You give us people all the day as you.
Yeah.
And genuinely actually remember you that. Right? I would call people said I would be able to do that. I was saying something that's my group. I'm talking about those all these that can close the game. Now what?
Yes.
Right. There's one about. And I was thinking that they fucking it's going to make us supposed to be yeah, it doesn't like I have to do that. And you run into something.
I didn't know what you did. What part would you do? Like how did you and how would you have an answer?
If everything makes out the play the fucking plus this is you can find this 2 cents.
So would you say this like
I will all I'm not sure it's better games. We're going to make it. What's the answer? People not those on it choose shit and stick. Now we're for that and close that. I got somebody feel the whole bell when that is. That's what we'll do this one. You have to ride by once you tell the shit is that's what have you. You know, there's tools, there's reservation, there's wishes. They close to the bus, shit is there. I don't know as not as reason. That's all the media facts. Right? They said they put it as that's the fact. Right? There's fuck. I don't know fucking know. But I think social media is that they have so many of those. Right. I was on I would say because we know those. Because you tell a lot of stations. I was like the no, no. If I fucking prefer there's an issue that you do comment first. But that's not I'm not joking about that. Right? We about but there's like so far right. Okay, that's fucking that's outside you. You got to go side. That's it.
So we just more in our space than somebody else taking over. If cross comes up after you just stand around and try to like say or you.
You do have to look at solid blood pillars in it. Yeah. It's like you find
that's not something.
But really push out. No. That's all. So I mean, my business was you get right? Because right? Actually, you miss. But somebody like you. Wasn't not very much. I was thinking it's really good. They want to go at business. So that's so.
I have no phone.
I have so far, I was actually more if we have no problem. So that's nice to speak with your problems. That's why I have such a lot of as she's making them it's like sense. Well, not as well as has she's that's right. So no exactly. Yes. So it's not you know what I can become you use up with points every time. Just know that it's like well, let's have it call it such. I'm going to see you there. Okay, what is I'm supposed to say, but they don't look. You probably find more than any point of you will make sure you don't feel like it's going to go that counts. And your buying is you go through